Hey, what's up to everybody out there? Welcome to another edition of the Roundtable Talk, and this is your boy C-Money, your host. And today I'm starting a new segment called Favorite Spots, which is also meaning one of my hot spots and favorite spots. And you're going to be seeing a lot of the spots in my area of my hometown, in my area, the South Florida area. And I'm going to be taking you to certain places. So for you travelers that like to travel, or if you're in the South Florida area and don't know where to go, or if you just want to know more about where I'm from and everything, I'm going to be letting you know some of that. Right now, I'm at one of my favorite spots, because my birthday just passed. If y'all didn't know, I'm a November's baby, a Sagittarius. I don't give out too much of my information because this is a talk show. But my birthday just passed. So one of the places that I like to hang out and like to do is I'm an adventurist and I'm an extremist. And I'm a wild, extreme, fun type of person. And one of the things I like to do is go-kart riding. And go-kart riding, to some, if you don't know, is you get in go-karts and you ride. It's like driving, but it's on a track, and it's with go-kart. And one of my favorite places to go go-kart riding is a place called Boomers. And if you don't know about Boomers, you can look them up. They're part of a company called Apex Parks Groups. And Boomers has a lot of different locations. They're not a lot, but there are various locations. And there was two that was down here in the South Florida area. The original Boomers is in Boca Raton, Florida, which is a part of Palm Beach County. And the second one, which closed down in about 2005-2006, was in Dania Beach, Florida, which is in the Broward County area. The original name was Grand Prix Racerama, then it became Boomers, and then eventually it closed because now there is a brand new shopping center called Dania Point. And I used to go to the one in Dania Beach because I'm from the Miami, South Florida area, and it was closest to me. And I've never been to the one in Dania in Boca Raton till a few years ago when I wanted to check it out. Now, Boomers is a family fun center. It's mainly for families and like family, adults and kids to go. But older people go to as well. They have, here at this one, they have a lot of great things to do. They have, of course, go-karts. They also have miniature golf. They have bumper boats, which is what I'm going to take you to over here, is boats that you can, in water, like little mini boats in water. What you can see behind me is the bumper boats. They also have batting cages, which I will be going to in a minute. They have laser tagging, they have games, and they have rock climbing. They have a lot of activities for you. So it's a place that I enjoy. I don't come out as much, but when I do come, I try to enjoy myself. I do have a season pass to this place because this is one of the rare places that I go. This is one of the rare places that I go to that has season passes. There are other go-kart places in the South Florida area, but their prices are too extreme and too pricey enough to you ride one go-kart for maybe $20 a ride, and that's really too much money. And and this place, their season pass is cheap. It's not expensive, so it's good. And sometimes I catch them on Black Fridays or around the holidays when they go on sale, Black Friday. And then this is around the time that this video is being recorded. This show is being recorded. It's around Black Friday. And what I like to do here is I like mainly the go-karts, I'm not a big fan on their games, but it's basically, I like the fact that, because they don't have a big variety of games, but they're based off of their attraction. The miniature golf, the go-karts, the laser tagging, the batting cages, the bumper boats, they have mini go-karts for the little kids and stuff like that. So it's certain, there are things that I like, I come here sometimes with family, my friends, sometimes I come alone and stuff like that. So I decided to create a part of the show because we're going to be doing different parts of the show. I'm going to be doing another series called State Parks, Fun Facts and Figures. I believe I did a video on that telling you that I will be doing that. Coming up, going to different state parks in the South Florida area and telling you the history about it. and stuff. We're still going to be doing the topic shows about today's topics and everything, but we're also going to brighten it up with different shows. Like now this is a adventure show, like adventure section of the show where we're going to be going to different theme parks, different locations, you know, different activities and spots where, you know, you can have fun, interact, and do a lot of things. And today I just wanted, this is what the first show, and this is one of my favorite spots that I like to go to, which is Boomers, and this is in Boca Raton. Now, one thing that people that come here do know or should know is right behind this Boomers, because this Boomers is not as big as the former Boomers that used to be in Dania Beach. Because the go-kart track here is not as long as the one that was in Dania Beach. Dania Beach go-kart track, you can ride that track one time and it's you know, wow, you're amazed. Here at Dania, at the one here, you can ride it 10 times, you know what I'm saying, in a minute. It takes you about a minute or so to get through the one in Dania Beach that used to be in Dania Beach. If you don't know about it, YouTube it, and there might be some videos there. And the one at Dania Beach was interesting too, because they had a roller coaster called the Dania Beach Hurricane. It was a wooden hurricane, and it was a nice hurricane that, I mean, it was a wooden, I'm sorry, not a hurricane. It was a wooden roller coaster. I rode it a couple of times. It was nice, but they closed in the early 2000s. They closed because due to, you know, it was a wooden roller coaster. And you know, a lot of wooden roller coasters, you can't have a wooden roller coaster for years and expect it to be 10, 20 years and still be, you have to maintain it constantly because it's wooden. You know, wooden gets rusted and termites, you know, it can fall apart, so it eventually closes. You know, so, but the thing about this one is, there's an airport that sits behind this, which is Boca. It sits on the side of it, but not really on the side of it. The entrance is sort of far north of it on this road, but in back of it, if you catch it on a regular day, you can see planes going in and out of the airport. So it's called the Boca Raton Airport. It's not the major airport, but it's a mini airport. It's like private planes, you know, like a little major, like a little city airport. It's not like a big international airport. So, but you can see the planes going in and out by the go-kart, and you can hear the noise. Right now, where I'm sitting at, I'm sitting in back of me is where the miniature golf at, and they have like a little pool pond or whatever you want to call it. So in back of me is the miniature golf. I'll probably take you on a tour of the miniature golf, but it's going to be, you know, somewhat. You know, I'm just telling you what they have all here. Well, I'm not really going to take you on a tour of the miniature golf because I'm not playing golf, and you know, since I'm not playing, I'm not going to take you on a tour of it. But we're going to go through other parts of this place. And yeah, the airport, the Boca Raton Airport sits in the back of this, which is, you know what I'm saying, in the daytime, you know, I've been where you can hear a lot of the airport noises. I heard some a little bit earlier, you know, I was on the go-karts earlier. I'm going to take you on this side. Now this right here, what you're seeing is the bumper boats, what I was telling you about. It's boats that let you get in, like you can get on the little raft and you go and you bump your component. And you can also squirt water with them. The one thing that's interesting about this is it has a waterfall that you can actually get wet. If you can see by me, it's a waterfall that actually gets wet. So it actually, you know, it's like, wow, there's a waterfall, you know. But I tend not to ride the bumper boats because when I do come, it's like either you have a change of clothes or you have a towel, because you will get wet if somebody squirts you. And then, like now, it's kind of cool because, you know, it's around the holidays and it's getting cool. So I wouldn't suggest getting on the bumper boats because you could really catch a cold. But during the hot summer, it's nice. But when you don't have an extra change of clothes and you come in and you soaking wet from the bumper boats, to me, it's like not a good sign. So I don't tend to do the bumper boats unless I know I have either a towel with me or a change of clothes or something like that. Right here, where you see behind me, I'm going to try to raise it a little bit, is the mini go-karts. You know, these are the mini go-karts. They are the go-karts for little kids that can't ride the big ones. And I'm going to show you the big ones after a while. But I'm going to show you, these are the mini go-karts. And this is where, you know, the kids, the little kiddies can ride the go-karts. They're not as big and fascinating as the little ones. I'm going to show you the go-karts. This is what the go-karts look like. That's one of the mini go-karts. But that's not as fascinating as you would. And this is for like you know, the little, not babies, but you know, little kids that ain't tall enough to ride the go-karts. So that's not big enough to ride the go-karts and stuff like that. So they got to get on the little ones. You know, that's one of the things that I'm fascinated about, because, you know, I've seen earlier one of the kids couldn't get on the big go-karts because he was too short. Well, he couldn't drive by himself on the go-kart, but with a friend he could, but he didn't want to do that. So, you know, I felt like, you know, I feel his pain because I'm short myself, even though, you know what I'm saying, I'm not as short as most kids and stuff like that. What I'm going to take you to now is the batting cages. The reason why you don't see a lot of people out here is because, number one, this is a weekday. I'm on a weekday here, and during the weekday, it's not too many people because, you know, it's school night, and, you know, a lot of people, but a lot of people bring their kids, but it's school night, you know, stuff like that. Behind me is what you're seeing now. I'm going to get a little closer, but that's the batting cages. That's where, you know, you act like you're a baseball player. Now, I've tried it before. I haven't tried it today, but I will try it, you know, because, you know, I am a season pass holder, so I have perks. You know, as a season pass holder, you get perks. But I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying, get you a little bit closer so you can see. I'm not gonna get the people in the show because I want to just get the, you know, for, you know what I'm saying, security purposes. I don't want to put nobody in the show. So what it is batting cages is like baseball. It's like batting practice for regular people. And what you do here is that you get a helmet and you get a baseball bat, and the machine automatically shoots out the balls to you, and you have attempted to hit it. It's just like playing baseball. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. And this is the batting cages. This is where it's at. I'm gonna walk over, and as I walk over, I'm gonna tell you more about boomers. Boomers was basically, boomers was the original boomers that opened up years and years ago, maybe in the early 90s, 80s, not for sure. The original name of this place was Boomers. The one that I mentioned earlier in Dania Beach was called Grand Prix Racerama. It was bought by Boomers, but eventually it was sold to Dania Point, which is a new shopping center there. And the last remembrance, I think, was in 2006. You have to look it up, where it was almost 2 hours to get in line. 2 hours. You had to wait 2 hours in line to get on the go-karts because it was a line, because a lot of people. But the roller coaster closed down before Boomers actually closed down. It's just that Boomers was still open. Now that was my favorite one because the go-karts set separately across the street from the actual arcade and other areas like the arcade, the miniature golf, and the roller coaster, the roller coaster, because there was two separate buildings. The main building hosted the mini golf, the roller coaster, and in the game room and the restaurant and all of that. Now the other building had arcades in it, but it was just a building that hosted where you could go in to get through to the go-karts. Eventually, the building got tore down, so even though the go-karts were still there, all you had to do was just walk across the street or drive your car across the street to the other parking lot and just go to the go-karts there. The building was tore down, but they kept a little piece of the building for the go-karts, like maintenance and stuff like that or whatever, for like a little, the go-kart like room or anything of that nature. Dania Beach Hurricane was not affiliated with Boomers. The roller coaster was not affiliated with Boomers. It was owned by a different company, but it was housed on the Boomers property. So Boomers had no, I don't believe that Boomers made income off of it, but they, you know, maybe charged a rental fee or a property fee or anything to the company that owned it, but Boomers did not own the actual roller coaster. So, but in all of that nature, and back to what I was saying about the go-karts, yeah, the building got demolished and tore down, but the go-karts still exist. So everybody who wanted to do the go-karts and stuff like that and wanted to pay for their cars and stuff had to go to the main building. And also, the one in Dania Beach had little rides, had like carnival carnival rides, which made it more interesting because this Boomers doesn't have carnival rides and it doesn't have like mini attractions and stuff. If you look on the Apex Group website, which is Apex Parks Group, they have several locations of Boomers, and not just Boomers, they have other theme parks as well too. There's one more theme park in Florida, in the northern part of Florida, and I think in Destin, Florida, that's a water park. So right now where we're at the go-karts. You're gonna see a few of the people riding out of the go-karts, and you're gonna see yeah, you're gonna see a bunch of them. That's only a few because I mean, like I told you, it's a weekday and there's not too many people riding the go-karts. But the Apex Parks Group, they house they have a lot of locations. Boomers, they have a lot of them in the California area. There's, I believe, 2 in Texas, and it was 2 down here in Florida, which was the Dania Beach and the one here in Boca Raton. But there's no more Dania Beach, and they have the water park in Destin, Florida. Now, you can go on their website and look it up. Now, the good thing about Apex Group is that basically with your season pass, you can go to any park that they have. They also have a speed zone, which is a go-kart version of their company. You know what I'm saying? Which is a strictly parent to go-karts. Now the good thing about this Boomers, and I'm going to show you right now, is that with this Boomers, there's a movie theater that sits next door. If you go there, there's an entrance which is closed. It's not open. And there's an entrance to Movie Co. But the entrance, I'm going to show you right now. See right here, this is the walkway. And that's the entrance to Movie Co. You have to walk this way, walk through the parking lot, and walk to get to Movie Co. Because Movie Co, there's a movie theater. I know that they're based, most of their movie theaters are based in the South area, but you know, Movie Co is a movie theater. And so if you was to say, okay, kids can go have fun at Boomers, and me and the grown-ups can go to a movie. But the grown-ups can have fun here because basically go-karts is where it's at. I'm going to take you on the inside. I'm going to show you on the inside of Boomers. I'm not going to do too much of the inside because, you know, of privacy and everything, you know. I'm going to take you on the inside. I'm going to show you a little bit of the inside. And as I go in, I'm going to just stay quiet and I'm just going to show you the games and stuff like that and just show you everything that Boomers has to offer inside, you know, because we was on the outside. This is the restaurant where they sell the food. I'm not a fan of the restaurant because mainly what they sell is like kid food, like pizza, chicken tenders, french fries, hot dogs, you know, popcorn, cotton, stuff like that. If you're a season pass holder, every month they send out emails and they tell you the hot item of the month. I done came in where they done had tater tots with cheese and sour cream or ranch dressing. You know, I done came in where they had different items, food items of the month. So you have to look out for it. And you don't have to be a season pass holder. You can just sign up for their e-newsletter and get information on them. These are some of the rides, some of the games that they have. Like I said, they're not big on games because they're more of an attraction than they are. One of their other attractions that I want to show you is right behind me. It's called the Spin Zone Bumper Cars. It's something like bumper cars, but what it is that it's, I'm going to show you, cars that spin. Like bumper cars that spin. You can bump them, but every time you bump somebody, you spin around and stuff. The amazing thing about their arcade, the one thing that some people that I've seen on the comments that have complained about is the prices. The prices of the arcade range from $1. The cheapest I've seen is 50 cents. But the prices range from $1, $1.50 to $2 in the games. Which with some people, it may think is a little bit pricey because most places, they don't charge as much. They don't charge that much. Oh, they have a vending machine here. See, like here, they have a thing called Buffalo Chicken, Dorito Nachos. You know, and they have a vending machine here. But my thing is, this is a nice place to go to. And as you can see, I'm going to show you in the video. Laser tag. I'm sorry. Can I show it? Can I show it? Can I show it? Can I show it? It's called Treasure Quest Laser Tag. Now that's upstairs. Now I'm not going upstairs to show you it, but that's upstairs. I've showed you the go-karts. I've showed you the miniature, the area to the miniature golf. I've showed you the batting cages, and I've also showed you the little Thunder Roll. They call it Little Thunder Roll, which for the little kids. And now you see the game room. And basically, if you're in the South Florida area and Boca Raton and you want to have a good time, this is one of the places that you may want to stop at. They also have party rooms you can offer for kids and adults if you want to have an adult, you know what I'm saying, meeting or party or something like that. This is somewhere mainly it's for kids. But if you want to have a adult themed, you know what I'm saying, setting. Now we're back onto the now they're beginning to end this session of the bumper car of the not bumper cars, I'm sorry, of the go-karts. So this is one of the places that I like to go to. I know you hear it. This is one of the places that I like to go to, and I like to enjoy myself. And I go to a lot of places because I'm an adventurous person. And you're going to be seeing a lot more of these shows throughout the course of, you know what I'm saying, our shows. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be seeing more of them because I want to introduce a new line of shows. We're still going to be doing topics. We're still going to be doing discussions, and we're still going to be having those type of things throughout it. So I'm just letting you know, like, this is what, you know what I'm saying, we're going to be starting doing, showing you different locations and traveling as well too and stuff like that. So if you're ever in the South Florida area and you want to have a family fun at a good price, Boomers is a spot. Now I will be showing you other family fun centers as well too, but there's a lot more. You know what I'm saying? There's as many as much, but there's a lot more in the South Florida area. So I will be showing you a lot more of them. This is one of the main spots that I like to go to. Now I don't go to it as much because of, you know, me working and I have other priorities and things like that, because I don't go out as much. But when I do, this is one of the main spots I like to go to, and I like to enjoy myself when I come here. And the music, of course. Now the one thing I don't do here as much is probably eat or maybe drink, because I know I do have a season pass, and I do have a season pass cup. I have one for 2018, I have one for 2019. Every year they do 2 new, you know what I'm saying, cups for the season. So I tend not to try to get the new cups because I don't want to have a whole bunch of cups sitting in my house for no reason. And then, you know, so what I do is I may come, if I don't eat here, I go somewhere else. Because here I get the specials, like the food of the month specials and stuff, because I don't like chicken. I don't care for chicken tenders and french fries and hot dogs and, you know, pizza and like that, because that's like a regular kids thing. So I try to do something different out of the ordinary. And I don't do the vending machines like they have a vending machine here for sodas and stuff. But you know, when you go to a theme park or a family fun center, you're gonna pay like $3, $4, $2, $3, $4 for a soda or water out of a vending machine. And to me, that's preposterous. Where I can just probably go somewhere else and get it for like $1.25 or $1.50 cheaper than what it is. So I tend not to buy drinks out of here. Now, fountain drinks, yeah, you're gonna pay out of the pocket, and I don't mind paying for a fountain drink. Now, if you're a season pass holder or if you got one of the souvenir sodas, if you're a season pass holder and you got the souvenir cup, your refills are only 99 cents, which is wild. But I guess you have to pay a little bit more if you're not a season pass holder. Now, the thing about it is that here is a great place for a date. When I first started going to Boomers, when it was in Dania Beach, I took a female on a date to Boomers, and we played miniature golf. Now, this is a great place to have a date as far as miniature golf with somebody you care for in life. Because miniature golf is a place, you know what I'm saying, who doesn't like a game of miniature golf? I love a game of miniature golf. I would play it now, but I'm by myself, so I don't, you know what I'm saying, but you're invited. If you want to play, you're invited to come play miniature golf with me. But I don't too much, you know what I'm saying, it's a great thing to have a date. Now, this is beautiful. This is one of the beautiful waterfalls that I've seen here at this place. Now, technically, if you do the miniature golf, now here there's only 2 courses with 18 holes. When I used to go to Dania Beach, they had at least like 5 to 6 courses, even though all of them wasn't open. And the fun thing about Dania Beach that was different from this one, them courses had like houses and pyramids and different themes. This don't have different themes. It's just like a mountain rocky type thing where, you know, you got rocks and mountains and caves and stuff, and that's about it. So it's different from other things. But this, like I said, this is a nice place to bring a date. If you have a nice girl, if you have a nice man, and you want to do something fun, interesting, around the miniature golf is good. I took a date back in the early 2000s to Boomers when it was at Dania Beach. It was a nice date, you know, around the miniature golf. You know, that's something to do. And in the water, I can see, but you can't see. There's a whole bunch of golf balls in the water. So yeah, but you know what I'm saying, I'm finna head out. I'm finna go. I'm finna do a couple of more rounds of golf. I mean, not golf, go-kart riding. Maybe check out a couple of games and do some stuff. So if you want to know more, or if you know a spot in the South Florida area that you would want me to check out, which I'm going to check out more, email me, roundtable00@yahoo.com. You can also comment at the bottom of this page and our other pages. And don't forget to check out our previous videos from our previous shows on topics that relate to a whole different variety of topics, from music, entertainment, political, celebrities, to everyday life. We do a lot of topics, you know, and now we're doing these type of shows, adventure shows. So just comment, you know what I'm saying, if you like this show, you like it. If you didn't like this show, let's understand. Tell us why you liked it, tell us why you didn't like it, you know. But I'm just giving you a view of certain things. Roundtable00@yahoo.com is our email. Check us out. You know, we're going to soon be having a Twitter page, so be looking out for our Twitter page soon. You know what I'm saying? And I'm working on maybe getting an Instagram page as well. But our YouTube page is where it's going to be at, because this is where our show is at. I am C Money. This is the Roundtable Talk. I am here at Boomers, Boca Raton. Boomers, Boca Raton, hashtag fun done right. That's the motto, hashtag fun done right. I'm here. I thank y'all for watching this episode of the Roundtable Talk. Like I said, comment, like, email, anything you do. If you want to see a show on the Roundtable Talk, email us. If you want to comment about the show, email us. Comment on the bottom of this page as well. Or if you have a comment on any other thing, if you have a comment on this show, I'm sorry. If you have a comment on this show, if you have a show that you want to have on this show, or if you have any questions or comments or anything on previous shows, or anything that you want to talk about or anything, like I said, comment on the bottom of this page. Email us roundtable00@yahoo.com. And that's it. This is your boy C Money. This is the Roundtable Talk. I thank y'all for watching. Have a nice day and God bless.